I'm making this video because Adam Krolik doesn't believe me that that I knew about that menu before, without him even mentioning anything about it. I've always known about that menu that he's been talking about, and the way I can prove it is here. So on my cell phone that we're looking at right now, this is a picture of the menu, of that menu he's talking about on the PS5. And then you'll say, how does that prove anything? Well, if we look at the date, which we can find by... Here, just give me a minute. This might take a second to do. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So I don't know if I have to go back into it or what. Oh yeah, there we go. Sorry, it took a minute to get it to pop up. But yes, so I tapped it, and here we can actually go up to this little thing up here. And then we can scroll down, and it has details. So if we see that, so we go to the details. Here's the date for when I made this picture. April 27th, 2021. This is before I messaged Adam Krolik about the PS5 stuff at all. See, it's back in April. And I made, and that was the PS5 menu. And see, it shows them how much the game was downloading from that menu he's been talking about, that he said I don't know about. And it shows that the other two games are the other, I don't know if it's DLC or games, but it shows the other two titles that are no titles. So, yeah, I just thought I'd show that, and then it has the game at the top and how much it's installed so far. And then you might be saying, well, that's just a picture. That doesn't prove anything. But first off, let me show you that like I said, the date on this picture again is April 27th, 2021. So this is way before I had messaged Adam Krolik about anything about the PS5. Which also shows that I had a PS5, that I've had a PS5 for quite a while. So so let's take a look at the message Adam Krolik sent me and how long ago it was, according to my computer over here. So, yeah, sorry, I kind of turned the phone, but if we go right here, and it's going to be really hard to see this probably. Okay, so right here, let's make sure we have the entire conversation here. Okay, so according to his message, he wrote that up here he wrote in your video you showed basic installation. Yeah, we already know that. He wrote that he said you also don't seem to know there's a menu that shows you both the disk install time as well as the patch time. And then it says press the PS button, a menu at the bottom of the screen will appear. Click over to the right a few times and you'll see an option for current installations and downloads. This shows the full picture of data being put onto the PS5. Well, guess what, buddy? I already knew about it. See, he posted this only 19 hours ago, according to my computer. Yes, I'm on YouTube. Like, if we just kind of go up here. Okay. So yeah, he posted that only 19 hours ago. This picture I showed on my phone just a minute ago is from months ago. And then what you might be saying is, well, that's just a picture. That doesn't prove anything. Well, guess what? I also have this video that I made right over here that I never uploaded. If we right-click on this, we right-click on it. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. Then we go down to Properties. Left-click. It'll tell you the date when this video was made. It says created Sunday, September 12th, 2021. So September 12th. So if we look at the computer right now, the date is, might be hard to see that, but it says today is the 14th of September. It says 09/14/2021. And it says it on this computer too, same date. Might be hard to see it on this one though. But yeah, it's still the same date. Oh, maybe you can't see it on this computer. Yeah, I don't think I can make it out for you to see the date. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it down there. 09/14/2021. Okay. Well, it's the day I plan to upload the video. I plan to do it later today to prove that it is, I mean, later today, which would be the 14th of September. So as we've seen, I made this video back on the 12th, which is before Adam Croyd gave me that message about the menu. So, and then you'll be saying, well, that just tells you the date. We haven't seen that you know it. It just shows you that when you made your video. I mean, when I made my video. Well, let's try playing the video, shall we? The video that I didn't upload. So it would be this one, fix for PS4 disk reinstallation on PS5. This is the one I decided not to upload because I decided that that menu he was talking about wasn't accurate enough. So let's try playing this. So it's gonna go ahead and boot up like this. If I have my sound on. Okay, I'm making this video because apparently some people think that you have to keep on reinstalling your PS4 games every time you put them into the PS5. I have a PS5 over here. I just tried this, and no, you don't have to reinstall them every time. There's a trick to it, and I figured out what the fix is, which was exactly what I thought it was. So first, let me show you. So here's my PS5 screen. I haven't installed this game on my PS5 yet. This PS4 game, the Mega Dimension Neptunia V2R. I'm gonna take this out of here, and I'm gonna put this disc into the PS5, and it'll install it. Now, what people have been going through is they have to reinstall their disc, but if you do what I'm gonna show you, you won't have to. So first, I'm gonna put the disc into the PS5. If I can. It's gonna be hard. I hate trying to put disc in this thing. All right. So it's going in there. You're going to see it show up here in just a minute. Yeah, give it a minute. It's going to install because I don't have it installed on this yet. So right now it's installing it. You can see the bar down there. See, and this installs very slowly. This is a 13-something gigabyte game. Now, this is installing this game. If you look, see, this is the disc version. So you can tell by the little disc icon, like right over here. And it's installing to my external hard drive for my PS5. It's a 4 terabyte Seagate hard drive. It's that kind. That one that you see right there. PS5, so it's still installing the disc. And if you notice now here's the interesting thing. See that bar? Once it gets full, normally what happens is if a person takes out a disc after that, the game has to reinstall if they put it back in. But, oh yeah, and sorry, it's kind of weird looking on my TV or whatever. It's my camera. It doesn't look the best. It doesn't really pick up things very good. This is a 720p camera phone. It's not a very good phone. But anyways, sorry, I went off subject for a minute there. But you'll see once that bar gets all the way full. See, normally what happens is people have to reinstall their PS4 games. As we just saw, this is a PS4 game. I have 2 discs of it, but because one is damaged, but damaged or not, by damaged I mean it has like some scrapes on the edges. It's still install fine and everything. But watch, once that bar gets full, I'm going to show that you don't have to reinstall your PS4 games. And I'll show you why and what you need to watch out for to make sure about this. So there's 2 things we should be checking. Not this bar that's currently downloading or filling up. What you want to do, now I'm going to tell you to check both of these, not just one, is you press the PlayStation button, go down here, and you go over to the right until we go to this little down arrow. This down arrow won't show up unless you're downloading something. We press X on it, and then this pops up. Now this, you notice this tells you how long you have left, like 8 minutes left and 9 minutes left. It says the game and everything. But then you push down and you you press X on downloads /copies. Then this screen pops up. Now in this screen, we can see the amount of bytes, like the amount of gigabytes out of the full amount that is downloading. So, if you notice, this is downloading a certain amount, but there's a little break between these 2 bars. You might be wondering what that is. Well, once the game installs all the way to there, that usually is extra data needed to play the game all the way through, or it's update data. There's a few different things it can be. But basically the thing is, let's say like you try to take out the disk after this bar gets full to here, not this other bar over here. Then you're going to have to reinstall your game disk onto the PS5. Now you might be saying, well, I'll just wait till the bar goes all the way full. Well, the thing is, that bar going all the way full is yeah, that'd be probably a good idea. But look, see, this one's bar is gone now. See, it's not, or not gone. Never mind. Sorry, I'm looking on the wrong part of the screen. My bad. No, it's still going up. But anyways, yeah, it's still going up. It's still installing into the PS5. But yeah. So you might be thinking once that bar gets all the way full on that other screen we were looking at a minute ago, then it's okay to play it. But no. No, it's not, because even though we see this bar down here, if we press the options button, which is not this one on the left, it's this button way over here on the right. It's like really hard to press with the phone. Here, I'll show you which button I pressed, and I'll aim the phone back up to the TV. I'm pressing this button while you have the game highlighted. So you press this button, which should be the create button, by the way. And then you notice a few different options. It says upload, download, save data with the PlayStation Plus symbol. You see delete, information, and eject disk. Well, obviously this bar is still going up down here. It's only like 50%. But if we go to information, so press X on that, there's a thing down here, and this says download status. If we go over here, it has a number out of the amount of gigabytes. Right now it's 7.5 out of 13.58 gigabytes. And it has size, and right now that's blank. It's because it's waiting for this 7 point something gigabytes to get up to 13.58 gigabytes, because it's still trying to read the disk. It's still installing it to the PS5 is what I mean. So once that gets all the way full, you'll also see up here in this little area where there is no, where it has the blink, it has like a blank with the dots. It'll say 13.58 gigabytes. So that's once this says 13.58 gigabytes out of 13.58 gigabytes, and this download status, it will say completed. When it says completed, that means the game is fully installed. What people seem to misunderstand is that other bar on the other screen, this one that says 73%, it can reach 100% and it'll stop showing up, but the game still isn't fully installed. This is what people
this is the mistake people make, and then they eject their disk, and it still needs to keep on installing to the ps5 because every time you put it in, because you haven't let that bar, not the bar, but because you let that bar fill up, but it's still, and it says 100%, but the game still isn't installed 100%. It just says it. It's to let you know that that's the amount percentage you need installed to be able to start playing the game. It doesn't install the entire thing, so it's going to keep trying to install. But watch, we'll wait until this bar fills all the way up. And like I said, I tried this earlier, so so I know it works. But watch, I'll wait till the bar fills up all the way up to 100%. So yeah, just wait until that bar finishes. Then once the bar finishes, I'm going to go back into that other screen where it says whether or not the download is completed. Now not download, I mean installation. Sorry, I'm saying the wrong word because this is a disc, not a digital download. So yeah, 93%. Okay, it's almost there. Just a little bit more. And you're gonna, okay, there's 95%, 96, 97, 98, 99. That says 100%. See, I can play the game now. But if I press an option, I mean create, I press create and go to information. Now let's have a look-see at that. It says it is only installed 12.01% out of 13.58 gigabytes. See, you need to wait for that full 13.58 gigabytes to install. See how it's still counting up, even though that other bar said 100%, which would let us play the game. So we wait for this to fill up, to go all the way to 13.58 gigabytes, which we are waiting for. Just keep waiting for it. Yeah, it takes a little while because see, this is why people have to reinstall their game, because that other screen that we were on earlier, it said that we could play the game, but it's not fully installed. It's installed enough to play. There's a difference. So if you don't know this, and you take out your disc, and then you will have to keep on reinstalling it until this amount gets full. So that's why if you're going through a problem of having to reinstall your game, that's the reason for PS4 games. This is a PS4 game. I'll show you the disc again if you want in a minute, because like I said, I have 2 discs of it. So, but yeah, we'll just keep on waiting. All right, completed. You see how this is? How it switched to completed? Okay, and that was the download status. I'm not sure if you can see that, but yeah, download status says completed. Sorry if it's shaky. My hand's kind of shaky for the phone. But yeah, and the size says 13.58. But yeah, see, once it says it's completed, then next what you want to do is install any DLC that you've had, if you have had any before. Like if you have a save file that needs DLC, do that first. So I'm going to go down to manage game content. Then here's some DLCs for the game that I bought but haven't installed, but they are on my save file, so I need to have these downloaded, because otherwise I would have to start a new game on the system to go ahead and play. So I'm just going to tell these all to download. Yeah, it's kind of taking a minute because my internet's kind of slow, but yeah. So yeah, these are like really small files for these DLCs. So they're probably already installed. They were the last time I tried this. So if I go to notifications, notifications, and then we can see that the add-ons all say this add-on is ready to use. All of them say that, and it says the game's been installed, all that kind of stuff. And so we're going to start up the game now. Sorry. Let me try to get out of this menu first. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to start the game now, which is Mega Dimension Neptunia V2R, so it says I can play the game. So I'm going to start that up, so that way the DLC is all ready to go, because it said the add-ons were ready to use. So yeah, so we've started up the game, we're all good on that. You can tell the game's working and everything. But, yeah, so after that, so what I'm going to do, after doing that, yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, see, so there's the game. It all worked and everything. We're good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quit out of the. I'm gonna go ahead and quit out of the game. Well, first I'll start the game just to show that it will load my save data and everything. Yeah, so you can just kind of load in there. Doing that to show the game does load up. So yeah, there you go. Okay. Now I'm gonna quit out of the game by going to the title screen. Well, I mean, first I'll go to the title screen, then I'll quit out of the game. But yeah, now next I'm going to go ahead and close out the game by going to the home menu and then pushing the create button and then going to close game. It's closing the game. I don't know if another reason they might have had to reinstall their games might be because they didn't close out their games before they turned off their PS5. I'm not sure if they did that or not. But the main reason is because, like I said earlier, when we were looking at that screen, it didn't say installation. It didn't have it say the download was completed. So now I'm going to take out the disc. Oh yeah, the way I like to take out the disc actually is I just push the create button, and you can just scroll all the way down to eject disc, and it should just pop out of there. Sorry, I have a hard time taking disc out. Oh, sorry, excuse me. But yeah, so I took out the disc, Mega Dimension Neptunia V2R. That's the one we just installed. Okay. And yeah, I'll go over a few other things when I get near the end of the video, but because you might be wondering why I have 2 discs and so on. Come on, just go inside the slipcover. Another thing you might be wondering is why I have them in here instead of in their cases. I have them in here instead of their cases because a lot of times when you have to put discs inside their cases, they have to go on this thing in the middle, which sometimes I know sometimes it scratches or cracks the middle part here. I've had it happen on a few discs, so that's why I keep them in these now. But anyways, so yeah, so we saw that. So we know it's a disc game because we see the disc icon over here. We installed it to the external hard drive that we have connected to the PS5. Yeah, but I tried to start it again. It should say there's no disc inserted or please insert a disc. To play this game, insert the disc. After inserting the disc, you'll be returned to the home screen. So yeah, so we know that all works. So obviously we haven't tried putting the disc back in. According to what everyone's saying is that you have to reinstall the disc every single time you play the game. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off the PS5 now that we installed the game. And no, you don't have to turn off the PS5 every time to do this. It's just, well, let's make sure. Well, I know I tried it this way earlier, so let's make sure. Let's just do it the same way I said. So I'm going to turn off the PS5. So I'm turning it off. Then it's going to kind of boot off here. Turn off here. And then once it turns off, until it fully turns off, I know I did not put it in sleep mode. I put it to turn off. Or rest mode or standby mode. I didn't put in any of those. I told it to just turn off, so it's fully off. Okay, I'm going to pause the video here. Now that it's fully... obviously you can tell for the most part this video is just the same as the one that's already uploaded. But if you noticed back in the video, I was going into that menu Adam Corlick was talking about. Here, let me rewind it a little bit so you can see that. This might take a minute to go back. Oops. Kinda
Slipped. Let's keep going. Yeah, sorry, it takes a while to rewind back to that part. No, no, no. Don't know what that noise was. Sorry, it's really far back here, isn't it? Okay, I think I found it. Just give me a minute. So right here in the video, watch. I show myself going to that menu that Adam Corlick was talking about. It was said, I mean, this is a video I didn't upload, and that I made that I decided not to upload because that menu I decided wasn't accurate enough. So that's why, and because the video was a bit botched up and it was like all jumpy a lot. So this video I never uploaded, and I made it before Adam recorded gave me that message about not knowing about that menu. But look here, right here, I'm gonna be going into the menu.
Make sure about this. So there's two things we should be checking. Not this bar that's currently downloading or filling up. What you want to do, now I'm going to tell you to check both of these, not just one, is you press the PlayStation button, go down here, and you go over to the right until we go to this little down arrow. This down arrow won't show up unless you're downloading something. We press X on it, and then this pops up. You notice this tells you how long you have left, like 8 minutes left and 9 minutes left. It says the game and everything, but then you push down and you press X on downloads /copies. Then this screen pops up. Now in this screen, we can see the amount of bytes, like the amount of gigabytes out of the full amount that it's downloading. So, if you notice, this is downloading a certain amount, but there's a little break between these two bars. You might be wondering what that is. Well, once the game installs all the way to there, that usually is extra data needed to play the game all the way through, or it's update data. And there's a few different things it can be, but basically the thing is, let's say like you try to take out the disk after this bar gets full to here, not this other bar over here. Then you're going to have to reinstall your game disk onto the PS5. Now you might be saying, well, I'll just wait till the bar goes all the way full. Well, the thing is, that bar going all the way full is, that'd be probably a good idea. But look, see, this one's bar is gone now. See, or not gone. Never mind. Sorry, I'm looking on the wrong part of the screen. My bad. No, it's still going up. So, as we saw in the video, twice, I mean, because I rewound it and showed the part again, so I was in that menu Adam Corlick was talking about in this video that I didn't upload. And you'll say, well, how do we know you didn't just barely make that video? Well, let me prove it. All right, so I'm going to close out this video, which is, it's kind of hard to get to that close button. Close out the video. Yeah, I get some of these stupid notifications sometimes. Okay, there we go. Alright, so if we go to this thing, which is the video we were just watching, fix for a PS4 disc reinstallation on PS5, right click it, go down to properties. Not sure if you can see that, but it says properties down there. So I'm going to click on that. And then when I do, it says when I created this video.
I made the video on September 12th, 2021. So yes. Yeah, sorry that thing pops up in the background. Yeah, see, it's like my computer has problems, but yeah, I closed that thing back out when it opened it. But yeah, see, fix for PS4 disk reinstallation on ps5.mp4. See, I made it on September 12th. While Adam Korlick's message to me about not knowing what that menu means was only 19 hours ago. About not knowing about that menu, he said I didn't know about it, and that text from him was only 19 hours ago. On today, September 14th, 2021. So 09/14/2021. Same date here. Sometimes it's easier to see on this computer for today's date. See if you can see it better this way or not. But yeah, it says 09/14/2021. So, like I was saying, and even these pictures, I even have pictures, like I said, they were on April 27, 2021, of where I was on that menu that Adam Korlick was talking about for fully installing the data for the games that he said by pressing the PlayStation button and then going over to that thing. But as I said, I didn't upload the video. So yes, I did make one. I